Lionel Andres Messi was born on June 24, 1987 in Rosario, Argentina. From a very young age, soccer was part of his life. His grandmother Celia was the one who took him to play at the Grandoli neighborhood club when he was only 4 years old. Although he was smaller and thinner than other children, his talent was evident. He could dribble, pass and shoot with a precision that caught the attention of everyone who saw him play. But his story did not begin as a fairy tale. Messi grew up in a hard-working family. His father, Jorge, was an employee in a steel factory, and his mother, Celia, worked as a cleaner. Despite economic limitations, his family always supported his dream. Soon, however, they would face a challenge that would test their determination. At age 11, Messi was diagnosed with a growth hormone deficiency. His body was not developing at the expected rate, and doctors warned that without treatment, his height would not exceed 1.5 meters. The treatment was expensive, costing around $900 a month, and although Newell's Old Boys, the club where he was playing at the time, initially helped, it stopped after a while. It was then that the Messi family began to look abroad for options. But before that, Lionel had already made his mark in Argentina. In the lower divisions of Newell's, he was known as La Máquina del 87, a youth team that won practically every tournament it played. At that time, Messi already showed glimpses of the genius that would later conquer the world. However, opportunities in Argentina were limited. The solution seemed to be in Europe, where the biggest clubs could offer the treatment he needed. In 2000, his family made the decision to travel to Spain, where Messi would have a trial with FC Barcelona. When he arrived at the Catalan club, he impressed coaches with his ability to control the ball and his intelligence on the field. But there was a problem. The club was hesitant to offer him a contract because of his medical condition. To make matters worse, some managers were unsure about investing in such a small and fragile Argentine boy. At a key moment, Carlos Rexach, Barcelona's sporting director, decided to take a gamble on him. He signed a makeshift contract on a napkin to ensure that Messi would not be signed by another team. That piece of paper became the beginning of one of the greatest stories in sport. With that contract, Messi began his medical treatment and joined La Masia, Barcelona's famous youth academy. But the journey was not easy. Messi had to adapt to a new country, learn a different language, and face the homesickness of being away from home. In addition, he had to endure the daily injections required for his treatment. However, his focus and discipline were unwavering. After joining La Masia, Lionel Messi began to write his story at FC Barcelona. His talent was so evident that he quickly began to stand out in the youth ranks, leaving coaches and teammates in awe of his dribbling and finishing skills. Despite his small size, Messi compensated for any physical disadvantages with speed, vision, and impeccable technique. In a matter of months, he became the club's great promise. His promotion was not automatic, but he was determined to seize the opportunity. At the age of 16, he received his first big break. On November 16, 2003, he made his first team debut in a friendly against Porto, coached by Jose Mourinho. Although he only played a few minutes, his performance made it clear that he was ready for more. His official debut came on October 16, 2004 in a league match against Espanyol. At just 17 years old, Messi became the youngest player to make his debut for Barcelona at the time. But the best was yet to come. On May 1, 2005, he scored his first official goal against Albacete. It was a goal that reflected his magic. An assist from Ronaldinho, his idol and mentor in the team, and a smooth finish over the goalkeeper. That day, the Camp Nou witnessed the birth of a star. From then on, Messi continued to break records. In the 2005 to 2006 season, he played a key role in the team, winning his first Champions League. Although an injury kept him out of the final stages, his impact was already undeniable. In the following years, he established himself as a key player for Barcelona. His on-field relationship with players like Xavi, Iniesta, and Eto'o created a virtually unbeatable team. In 2009, under the direction of Pep Guardiola, Barcelona achieved the famous sextete, winning 6 titles in a single year, an unprecedented achievement in the history of soccer. Messi was the offensive engine of that team, scoring key goals and providing brilliant assists. That same year, he won his first Ballon d'Or, establishing himself as the best player in the world. But it was not all easy. Messi had to deal with criticism about his physique and doubts about whether he could maintain his level. He also faced constant comparisons with other great players like Cristiano Ronaldo. However, he responded on the field, proving that his talent spoke for itself. With Barcelona, Messi not only won titles, he redefined what it meant to play soccer. His impossible dribbles, precise passes, and spectacular goals made him a living legend. In 2011, he reached a new level by helping Barcelona win another Champions League, this time beating Manchester United in a final where Messi shone. He scored a crucial goal and was named Man of the Match. With each season, Messi continued to break records. He became the top scorer in the history of Barcelona and La Liga. His ability to score at the most important moments led many to consider him the best player in history. However, while his career at the club continued to rise, Messi began to face challenges in the Argentine national team. Although he was shining at Barcelona, criticism was mounting for his failure to win major titles with his country. But that part of his story was yet to be written. Messi's time at Barcelona not only marked his career, it also transformed the club into a world power. But, like all history, this period could also have an unexpected and painful ending. Despite his success at FC Barcelona, Lionel Messi faced great challenges in the Argentine national team. Although he was considered one of the best players in the world, his performance with the Albiceleste jersey was constantly questioned. The first big blow came in the 2014 World Cup held in Brazil. Argentina advanced to the final after an impressive campaign, in which Messi led the team with decisive goals in the group stage. It seemed that fate would finally reward him with soccer's most prestigious trophy. However, the final against Germany was a close and tense match. Messi had chances to score, but was unable to convert them. In the 113th minute, Mario Götze scored the goal that sealed the match and left Argentina empty-handed. The images of Messi walking alone on the field after the final whistle reflect the anguish of a player who had given everything, but it was not enough. Despite winning the Ballon d'Or as the best player of the tournament, the recognition was bitter. Messi wanted the title, not an individual award. The pain continued at the 2015 Copa America, held in Chile. Argentina reached the final again, this time facing the host team. The match ended 0-0 and was defined by penalty kicks. Messi scored his, but his teammates missed, and Chile took the title. A year later, history repeated itself at the Copa America Centenario in 2016. Another final against Chile, another 0-0 draw, and another penalty shootout. This time, Messi missed his penalty, sending the ball over the crossbar. Tears of frustration were inevitable, and at the end of the match, he announced that he was retiring from the national team. His words echoed around the world. "The national team is over for me. I've tried so many times." It was a heartbreaking moment for fans, but also a reflection of the extreme pressure he faced. Many compared him to Diego Maradona, who led Argentina to the 1986 World Cup title, and that shadow seemed to follow him. Despite the disappointment, Messi's retirement cost little. Passion for his country and a desire to change history led him to return to the team. But the criticism did not cease. Each defeat increased the pressure and fed the narrative that Messi could not succeed with Argentina. These defeats deeply scarred Messi, not only as a player, but also as a person. However, they were also the fuel he needed to keep fighting. The frustration and pain did not break him. On the contrary, they made him stronger. Meanwhile, at FC Barcelona, Messi continued to win titles and break records, but deep down, he knew that his legacy would be incomplete without a great triumph with the national team. Time passed, and many wondered if he would ever turn his fortunes around with Argentina. What few knew was that Messi was paving the way for his redemption. The road to glory would be long and full of obstacles, but Lionel Messi never stopped believing. After years of criticism, defeats, and heartbreaking moments, Lionel Messi was determined to change his history with the Argentine national team. He knew he needed a title to cement his legacy, but more than that, he wanted to bring joy to his country. The opportunity came at the Copa America 2021. This time, the tournament had a special significance. It was being played in Brazil, the home of their eternal rivals. For Messi, winning there would be a perfect redemption. From the start, he showed a brilliant level, leading the team with goals, assists, and visible leadership on and off the field. Argentina advanced with determination and reached the final against Brazil at the legendary Maracana Stadium. It was the perfect stage to erase the ghosts of the past. The match was intense, and Angel Di Maria scored the only goal to give Argentina the title. When the referee blew the final whistle, Messi collapsed on the ground, crying with happiness. After 16 years of struggle and pain, he had finally lifted a trophy with his national team. The image of Messi embracing the Copa America went around the world, symbolizing perseverance and triumph over adversity. This title marked a before and after. Messi was no longer just a soccer icon, he was now also a champion with Argentina. But his story would not end there. There was a bigger goal on the horizon: the 2022 World Cup in Qatar. Messi arrived at the World Cup with the determination of a man who knew it was his last chance. Argentina began the tournament with a surprising loss to Saudi Arabia, which raised doubts among critics. But instead of crumbling, the team rallied. Messi led with impressive performances. He scored key goals against Mexico, Australia, and the Netherlands, proving he was still at the top of his game. In the semifinals against Croatia, Argentina won 3-0, and Messi was the central figure, assisting and scoring. The final against France was a spectacle worthy of a movie. Messi opened the scoring with a penalty goal and then contributed to the second goal. But France came back with a hat-trick from Kylian Mbappé, taking the match to a penalty shootout. At that point, destiny was at stake. Messi converted his penalty and watched his teammates complete the feat. When Gonzalo Montiel scored the decisive penalty, Argentina was crowned world champion, and Messi finally lifted the most coveted trophy. Tears of joy mixed with the relief of having achieved the dream of a lifetime. The whole world celebrated the triumph, and Messi was recognized as the best player of the tournament, cementing his place as an absolute soccer legend. This triumph not only closed a chapter, it opened an eternal legacy. Messi had gone from being a young boy with a dream in Rosario to becoming a world champion. His story now symbolized effort, faith, and perseverance. And while many might have expected this to be the end of his career, Messi was still writing new chapters. After achieving glory with Argentina, Lionel Messi faced one of the most difficult moments of his career: his departure from FC Barcelona. After more than 20 years with the club that saw him grow, the team's financial problems forced him to say goodbye. In August 2021, the soccer world was in shock when it was announced that Messi would not renew his contract with Barcelona. Although both parties wanted to continue together, La Liga's strict financial rules made it impossible to register his new contract. On the day of his farewell, Messi broke down in tears in front of the press. His words reflected the pain of leaving his soccer home behind. He had arrived as a boy with dreams and left as a legend with 35 titles, including 10 La Liga titles and 4 Champions League titles. Although the departure was bitter, Messi quickly found a new destination: Paris Saint-Germain, PSG. There, he joined stars such as Neymar and Kylian Mbappé, forming one of the most feared teams in Europe. However, his time at PSG was a period of ups and downs. Although he won domestic titles such as Ligue 1, he failed to win the coveted Champions League with the French club. In addition, he faced criticism for his performance and for not fully adapting to the team's style of play. Despite the difficulties, Messi continued to show his class with goals and assists, but after 2 seasons, he decided to take an unexpected turn in his career. He left European soccer to join Inter Miami in Major League Soccer, MLS. His arrival in the United States was greeted with enthusiasm. Within months, he revolutionized soccer in the country, drawing crowds and taking Inter Miami to new levels of recognition. Beyond the field, Messi also became an ambassador for the sport, inspiring new generations in an emerging market for soccer. With this new chapter, Lionel Messi made it clear that his passion for soccer remains intact. Now he not only continues to shine as a player, but also as a symbol of perseverance and success. Lionel Messi's story is much more than that of a talented footballer. It is the story of a boy who dreamed big and worked tirelessly to make that dream a reality. From the dusty fields of Rosario to the world's most iconic stadiums, Messi has proven that talent, combined with hard work and perseverance, can break any barrier. His trajectory teaches us that even the best face defeat. He lost finals, suffered merciless criticism, and experienced moments of uncertainty that would have demoralized many. However, every fall was an impulse to get up stronger. Messi not only won titles, but also hearts. His humility off the field and his magic on it made him a global icon. Winning the Copa America and the 2022 World Cup were the culmination of years of struggle, making it clear that great triumphs require patience and sacrifice. But his story does not stop there. His departure from FC Barcelona marked the end of an era, but also the beginning of new challenges. At PSG and then at Inter Miami, Messi proved that love for soccer knows no boundaries. With every pass, goal, and celebration, he continues to inspire millions. Today, Lionel Messi is more than a player. He is a symbol of self-improvement. He is living proof that success does not always come immediately, but for those who persist, destiny always has a moment of glory in store. If there is one thing this story leaves us with, it is a universal lesson. Never stop believing in yourself. Messi did, and he changed the world of soccer forever. And now, as he continues to shine in his new stage in the United States, one thing is certain. Lionel Messi will continue to write golden pages in sports history. Because when we talk about Messi, we're not just talking about goals and trophies, we're talking about inspiration, legacy, and the greatness of those who never give up. If you enjoyed this Lionel Messi story, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. See you in the next video.